Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Brownie, also known as Smash the Skyline. Today we're going to be recording a little bit of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I know a couple of the previous episodes and the streams that went up didn't have any commentary. That's because I was a little bit sick. And I've still got the sniffles right now. My voice is a little bit lower, but I'm hoping you guys will be alright with that. We're going to continue today where we left off. I think we just got to the Bloody Baron's castle? Or something like that. Anyway, we're going to find out as we go. I've got my headphones in.
Hendrik, the Emperor's spy. Hendrik was operating incognito in that war-ravaged land. His mission, to gather intelligence about Ciri. Yet Geralt arrived too late. The Wild Hunt had reached Hendrik first. The Witcher learned nothing from the spy's corpse, but the Wraiths had failed to find his notes. Geralt read them, and knew that Ciri had been a guest of the Bloody Baron, a local warlord, and that she'd quarreled with a witch.
Sorry about that. Anyway, where we left off, we had just met the Bloody Baron, and we were going to check out where Ciri's room was. Not Ciri's room, his daughter's room, Tamara Strenger, and his wife. Anybody who's played this game before will know what happens. I know this is probably the most tedious quest in the game, because there's like 3 parts to it, and you really only want to get past it as fast as you can. You can do it in bits, but what I tend to do is just do all 3 of them at once and then go back, so I don't have to wait for another part about Ciri's story and then do another quest and do another one to get another bit. So that's probably what we're going to be doing today, guys. I think we'll do this in maybe 2 or 3 parts because each quest is about an hour long and I'm not feeling that well today. I did post on my Instagram. I was like, you know what, I'm not feeling it today. I'm not going to stream, but I will record. And I've decided to do a little bit of commentary today, so we're going to see how it goes. I keep saying that, we'll see how it goes. If it doesn't work, guys, I'm just going to edit it out, and you can still have the video. You can see we're looking quite dapper here with our hunting pants, trousers, as I call them. I want to see what I can steal from this guy, but I don't think we can do that yet, so we're going to go
When she was
upstairs.
a babe, my daughter loved animals. Saw a deer trophy on a wall once. Do you know what she asked?
Haven't got a clue.
Papa, is that deer's wump on the other side of the wall?
Before I turn down the...
Oh, what's a trophy?
Shut up, Baron. What I said is I'm going to... Fuck you. I'm going to turn down my main screen game, so you guys don't hear that over my voice and the in-game voice. So I've set the in-game to about 54 out of 100 and my mic is at about 70, so you guys can hear it okay. That should work, right?
Here it is. Damn it! Jammed again.
Got a cup of coffee right next to us, so I can keep going.
Tamara's room is there.
Quest updated, family matters.
Try not to make a mess.
Okay.
For their return, I want
fuck up, I
everything
don't
to be as they left it.
So today we're going to try not to swear as much. We'll see how that goes, I guess. I kind of want this to be a family-friendly channel. I know some people are not going to be like that. There is a previous bit that I streamed. The first part of The Witcher 3 that I streamed, there's the bit in the tavern where the chick says the C word before she smacks the before she smacks the innkeeper's head onto the table. So I've got to edit that out before I can put it up. I know it's been streamed. I'm hoping it hasn't been flagged. Yeah, I really hope it hasn't been flagged.
Fresh flowers. He expects them to return any minute. Takes hope.
You should probably take a little bit of hope. Anybody's family matters are important. Ooh. I'll take all those.
Walls a different color. Something used to hang here. That painting? Right size.
Ooh, that's my phone going off. I'll sort that out in a second.
The Baron and his wife. Look happy enough.
I've got a little bit of the delay because my headphones are plugged into my
Gotta wonder who wanted to hide the hole. And what's on the other side.
Yeah, alright, Carol. Because it's plugged into my laptop at the moment, so I can give you guys a bit more of a sharpness in the commentary, because if I just use my laptop, it's not very great. So that's all that is. So I've got a little bit of delay between the speech in actual game and the speech in recorded footage. I'm hoping it's not too bad. Should be alright fighting.
It gets interesting. Piece of wood looks like the stem of that candlestick. No coincidence there. Fight might have happened here. I'll look for clues.
Right, I know there are some things we could start here as like sweets and stuff in the other room. I've played this game tons of times before, so none of this is really new to me, but I guess I act like it because it's on a YouTube video.
Deep nicks. Hit with a heavy object.
I'm not being funny, but that looks more like claw marks than hit with a heavy object. Come on, girl.
Rest of the candlestick. And wine stains. Somebody smashed a bottle. From Toussaint. Yeah, Herveloos. Scent hasn't died. Wonder where it'll lead me.
Speaking of Toussaint, we will be doing the Blood and Wine DLC and the what do you call it, Hearts of Stone DLC with Master Mirror. We'll do those at the end of, well, close to the end. Well, as soon as we get to a decent level, then we'll definitely do it. I think you got to be level like 36 to even attempt the Toussaint one. I'll just jump this, right? Doesn't save a lot of time, but it saves some time. Even though it's under the floorboard.
Damn, trail breaks off. Spruce wood. Find something else. Smells of juniper incense. Some sort of folk talisman. Protective. Question is, against what? Won't find much else here.
Now, the only thing I will say about this game is that if you do two things at once, the consequential outcome will be that Geralt talks over himself. So you got one piece of script and another piece of script that overlap. So he, just like there, he was talking about the floorboard, and then he was talking about the trail leads here, and you could hear it when it overlapped. I'm going to try and not do that, guys, but sometimes it is inevitable just because I'm moving so fast. I'll try and move a little bit slower. Can you shut up while I'm talking, please? That'd be great. Let's talk to the Baron and see where this is going to go. I'm just going to reply to a quick text.
Found signs of a fight in the room. Know anything about that?
A fight? What are you talking about?
Someone was attacked. Probably your wife or daughter. Whoever it was tried to defend themselves with a candlestick. Missed the attacker. Punctured the wall instead. They tussled too.
I don't know nothing about this. That night, I was drunk. Don't remember a thing. They were gone by the time I woke.
Doubt you were the only ones in the castle. Maybe one of your men heard something?
3 times I asked those bastards if they'd seen anything, heard anything. Nothing. Not a one of them.
Whole landing smells of wine. Tell me anything about that?
One of the lads, must be. Lushes, one and all.
Give your men Herveloos?
Oh, damn it. I might have spilled it. I told you I was good and marinated that night. What does it matter? Stench of wine in plenty of corn around the castle.
Recognize this amulet?
Yes. Anna began wearing it a time ago.
Any idea where she got it?
None.
Any witches or cunning women in the area?
A Pella. Old Coot lives near Blackbow. And there's a cunning woman in Midcopse, but I know little about her. She's only recently arrived. If Anna were to see someone, she'd choose the Pella, not the woman. Anna was wary of strangers, newcomers.
Ought to have a chat with this Peller.
Fair warning, he's a hard man to talk to. Rumour has it he killed his own father with an axe as a lad, then went batty. Now they say he sees ghosts and ploughs his goat.
Not really interested in his hobbies. Just want to ask about the amulet.
I love that they use alternates for swear words in this, so things like plows obviously mean fuck, and it's not like I'm not going to be swearing throughout this walkthrough, so I will put a tag when I upload these videos, like not family friendly or something, just so I don't get flagged or copyrighted, I don't know. I have had a couple of copyright claims on things like Metal Gear Solid 3, so they have been demonetized, which obviously caused me a bit of a lag. If I were having more views on my videos, like over 10,000, it would be causing serious problems. Right now, it is not so bad. Just a tip for these, for you guys, if you do play this alongside, there are lots of good stuff in the Baron's Castle. This is Gretka. She was the one from the story, with Ciri's story.
So you're Gretka?
So, we'll talk to her.
I am. And you're Geralt.
My dogs
How
are
do you
in my
know?
room at the moment.
You
I'm
should
sorry
wear
if you can
hair
hear
and
those
medallion
noises.
shaped like a wolf. Ciri told me about you.
You and Ciri talked a bit, didn't you?
We did.
Did she say where she was going, or what she came here to look for?
She said she was looking for you and a sorceress. But you're here, so I guess she didn't find you. I wonder if she helped that friend of hers.
Ciri wanted to help a friend? Any idea who it was?
What do you mean, who? Our friend. She said he was in trouble and that she had to save him.
Do you know where Ciri is?
No. One day I brought her breakfast and she was already gone. The Baron told me she'd left.
Didn't ask where she'd gone?
I did. But he said I was too little and I wouldn't understand. But Ciri left me a gift.
A gift?
Yes, this. A green stone.
Beautiful as gifts go. Hide it well, don't show it to anyone. It's worth a lot. Thanks, Gretka. Have fun.
But I'm not playing. I'm helping.
She's so cute. So things that we're going to need, because my favourite Witcher gear is probably the School of the Cat, because it's light gear, it allows you to move around, you get adrenaline points faster, and your stamina recovery is topped. So that's another thing.
So
Yeah,
Ciri was here.
So as it says, this is Ciri's room. We can loot the tabletop spinner and get back to Gretka. We'll do that in a sec. But the School of the Cat gear, as I was saying, it's really, really good. It's obviously what I'm going to be going for as soon as we hit, I think it's like level 17, 18. Because we do have to swim through pools of drowners and everything like that. There are Griffin gear, which is at a lower level. We can totally get that, but I don't like it because the breastplate kind of comes out. It makes Geralt look fat. Not that I'm quite here against that, but like, it's not, I don't like it. I don't like the colour of the Griffin gear. I know it's green, but things like this gear, this is totally awesome. He's got pecs and straps, and the wolf medallion comes down, whereas the Griffin gear, it kind of like hangs up. It's a bit like the bear gear. But the Dimerite Immors and the Meteorite Ingots, those, we're going to need those. So there's tons around here. We need to get those.
The Natural Obscurity of Curses by Lydia van Bredevoort. Where'd Ciri get this? A dedication to the Baron and his wife. Seems they had friends in high places in Vizima.
Our stash, the only thing I'm going to be putting in here really is our Witcher gear. So Witcher Silver Swords and the Witcher Steel Sword, the ones that we got from the beginning. I'm a little bit sentimental about those and I don't want to lose them. We're also going to put our main gear in here, so we're going to carry those around for a minute, but things like that we will end up just carrying around, putting in the stash, because the starting points, this is what is Geralt's starting gear. We can't get rid of it. Plus it's pretty cool, and wearing it at high levels just makes me laugh because
Spinning top.
you
Gretka's
can't do
toy.
anything. The point of this game really is that you level up with your character, so you need to level up your gear as well as Geralt's abilities to even progress anywhere. So even if you have like a high, like a really good sword or anything, when you're a high ability level, so if you're like level 36, say, then we're ready to go to Tucson. If you go back to the beginning level and you just put back all of your starter gear on, you're gonna be back at that starting level and you're gonna have trouble killing those like level 1 ghouls or owl ghouls or anything. So it's quite fun. It's a really cool aspect of the game that
Ciri must
I
have
really
used
do
these.
like.
Looks like she left in a hurry.
Right, let's go to the kitchen, talk to Gretka again, and then we're off out. We're going to go back into the garden down the well. There's a couple of cool things down there, a couple of manuscript pages that we want. and some, I think it's amethyst. Or ruby.
Geralt!
Look familiar?
My top. Where'd you find it?
Ciri's room.
We'd play in her room sometimes. I was sad one day, and Ciri carved it for me. Such a shame she had to leave.
Thanks, Shrieker. Have fun.
I'm not playing. I'm helping.
Well, you had good fun with that. So the Hunting a Witch quest that has just popped up is going to find, crap, what's her name?
Little prick.
Kira Metz. Her quest is really, really good. You don't have to do all of them. I know there's a lot of quests for her. The main quest that you want to do is probably to go get the Eye of Nehaleni, which lets you go through a lot of cave walls that seem that you might not think that pop up often, but they really do. Things like vampire caves where you go to fight a cat-can. You really want it for that one because there's some good loot down there early in the game. I'll show you exactly where that is later on, guys. Promise. But the Eye of Nehaleni also has its benefits in Tucson as well, because there are a lot of hidden walls there. There's also comes into play later on in the storyline. So if you pick up early, it makes everything easier. So you can explore a lot more in the early stages of the game, which is exactly what we want to do, because that is the name of the game. Exploration in these games is important. We don't want the empty bottle though. Especially when you have things like crafting. You want all the crafting materials you can get because they don't have any carry weight, or most of them don't have any carry weight. You really want to be picking them up. Especially early levels in the game. If you find it, just pick it up. You never know when you might need it. Same for alchemy ingredients, like mushrooms. We're going to take all of those. Rabbit pelt, yeah, why not? Like these student mushrooms, they're used in a lot of later potions in the game, like superior forms of certain potions. We will try and get the superior swallow as soon as we can, because healing potions are beneficial as fuck in this game. So we're getting a couple of rune stones. That's really good. We're seeing like people have died down here. It's not very nice. I don't know what attacked them. There's nothing in here to suggest that they would have been attacked. Might just died or fell. Right, so the algal decoction, also really good, and it's Miriam Poniard. We don't really end up crafting a lot of like common weapons, if you know what I mean. We don't craft anything but Witcher gear usually, but I guess we'll give it a try. The Woven Silver Sword, definitely something that I want. It's the enhanced version. It's a really good, really, really good to get. So the Flawless Amethyst and the Emerald are what we want here as well. Now we're going to dive out here. We do have a contract on the Shrieker. I think we might do that before we go and see Kira Metz. It's only a level 8. Right, the contract issuer is back up there. We can climb the big ladder or we can go around the long way. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, there is actually. Okay, we'll go down here and we'll just go the long way. So we've got the Rebus formula, which is used for crafting more things, more decoctions, things like that. We're going to need that. They are a pain in the ass to make, because if you want to buy the ingredients raw and then make it, it costs so much gold to just even, get the basic ingredients for it. So finding it is better to get things like Rebus. There are tons of others ones. So what we got? We got Rebus, Albedo, Rubido, things like that. These are basic ingredients for use in alchemy. It costs a white gall. If you don't know how to make white gall, even if you do, it costs a lot of money. Green mold. I can't even remember where we get that from. At the moment, we can only craft alkahest, and things like cherry cordial and Nilfgaardian lemon also cost quite a bit. The empty bottles, we'll try and get those. We'll pick them up on the way. We need to get some calcium equum. I thought those were EGOT seeds for a second. But we really, really, really want to get the grape shot bombs as soon as we can. It says, you can see it says plus 350 silver damage and plus 5 fire damage. Fire damage we're not too worried about, but the silver damage we are, because we hunt a lot of beasts. A lot of beasts use the silver sword, silver damage. That's what we want. I was trying to get the cursed oil, the wolfsbane, for the cursed oil in the last episode, I think it was, where we were doing Wild at Heart quest, where you had to hunt Neelan, who actually turned out to be a werewolf. And we didn't have the werewolf page or anything like that, so I didn't know what we needed. Also, you guys wouldn't know what we needed, but I definitely did because I've done it God knows how many times. We're going to climb back up the well here, and then we're just going to go out towards the contract issue. That's all we're doing. Just in case you're wondering about that. I think we can pick up this mole yarrow as well. Do that. But no, as I was saying, I forgot what I was saying now actually. I guess we'll just carry on. Oh, what was I saying? Yeah, hand was good. Right, yeah, the werewolf contracts. I've played this game quite a lot, guys, so even if it appears like I've read a walkthrough or anything like that, I promise, like, I've just played this game so much. I know a lot of the Witcher contracts. I'm almost 100% of this game, but I've never done it so far. Never 100%ed it so far, because there's just so much to do. I haven't even collected all the Gwent cards, I've gotten close, you know, I've done all the quests for it, but there are some people out in the world that you don't have a quest marker for. They'll happen like that. And you just got to play them for it. Fist fights, we want that one. You get a lot of experience for doing like barefisted brawls with some of the players. And we also want the horse races and the Gwent card bits. So we'll obviously do the Gwent at some point. I know you guys aren't really interested in watching a walkthrough of a card game. But I find Gwent really interesting. I like collecting all the cards. I like doing all the little bits. So we'll definitely collect that at some point. We might do it before we go anywhere else, actually. Nah, we'll do it after Kiramet, so at least we've got a couple of the markers on point. Let's talk to this guy.
Greetings.
Yeah?
Hear about the contract.
Heard you have a problem. A monster you call a Shrieker.
Aye. Prowls about, it does. Snatches cows and goats mostly, but it won't scorn a man if it runs into one. Borzoi, huntsman under the old lord, well, he said enough's enough. Claimed he'd put a stop to it, drive the beast away.
Mm-hmm.
Took a hatchet. Laid an ambush for the Shrieker beyond the moat, where the fields start. It's where we found him. Gut stretched o'er the crown of a tree like gossamer. Took half a day to collect the parts. Put him in a grave.
Well, let's try and haggle a little bit.
I know times are tough, but I'll need you to cough up a bit more coin.
So the maximum he'll give us is 323. You never get the fucking maximum. I've tried so many times. So try and just go for about halfway between. So let's try and go for about 280. He'll probably say no, and then we'll just lower it a bit.
Ye seek a lot. A few crowns too dear.
So there are a lot of hints in the speech. So a few crowns too dear, or we're just about to reach an agreement. Is usually what you'll get. So go down 270. Perfect.
I suppose I can
We'll take
add
that. It's about 50 crowns more than we were
risking your
getting.
neck for us.
Or 40. Sorry, my maths is a little short. I'm still tired. I'm just going to blame it on tiredness.
High time a
probably.
professional took a look at this Shrieker. Anyone around here know more about the beast?
I think there's a little boy we've got to talk to, isn't there?
Borzoi's son Simcoe
Yeah.
does. Saw the
Simcoe.
aura with his own eyes. But you might find the lad hard to chat with. Still mourns his father, methinks.
I see.
That's okay,
Where'll I
we're a
find
Witcher.
him?
We
the
have
homestead.
something called
Took
signs.
the tyke in when he lost his dad. The mother passed long ago.
So, if you've been watching the walkthrough or the stream so far, guys, you'll know that I invested in the delusion perk really early. I always do it. It's just because in some dialogues in the game you can use the Axie sign, and delusion obviously gives you the best outcome for it. So you'll see here, we'll talk to Simcoe. I think you can do it at base delusion level. You don't even need to put any points into it, but if you have, I've never tried it without having points in the delusion perk. As soon as I level up 3 times, that's what I put it in. It's really helpful. I highly suggest that you do it because it's only 3
Can we
points,
talk?
and in the higher
Let
levels
me
of the
be.
game, you level up twice
Calm down, I just
in
wanna...
one,
Go,
so you
I
get 2
said.
points in one level.
I want to avenge your father, but to do that I gotta know what killed him.
Shrieker killed him. Don't you know?
That name doesn't mean much to me. Describe the beast. Tell me what it looked like.
Something like a rooster.
Huge. With a lizard's tail.
Sorry, puppy.
I heard Ruffler barking in the woods. Ran to see what you were on about. There were Dad, in the bushes. A hole through his belly. And they were moaning, screaming. I wanted to help, but how could I? How?
Shush now, calm.
So you see there we got 48 extra experience points. That's because the
Take care,
delusion
kid.
perk is in play. These extra experience points don't seem like anything, guys, but honestly, they really, really do help. I'm gonna jump over here, save us a lot of time. Now, I'm not a speedrunner or anything, but there are some like parts of the game that I know how to create quick shortcuts in, so we don't have to go through a lot of this. Pick up the Begatic Blossoms, why not? Just on a quick side note, I've had a couple of people, my sister included, ask if I could do a couple of run-throughs or a walkthrough of Resident Evil 4, the remastered edition that's been put onto PS4, Xbox One, that kind of thing. She wants me to do it on the hardest difficulty. Now, of course, this means I've got to do a couple of run-throughs for it, which I'm more than happy to do. It's one of my favourite games of all time. Come on, Geralt. You can wade through that. It's only waist high, come on. Which I'm more than happy to do. We can definitely do that. If you guys are up for it, then
Muzzles
might as
caked
well.
in blood. Didn't give up without a fight.
Oh, I hate seeing any dead dogs or killing any dogs in any game.
Tracks are
And then
irregular
you've got
here.
to, I just don't like
Monster
it.
must have started staggering. Was wounded, most likely.
Well, at least it's wounded. I mean, you can hear... I think it just popped up, like you heard the wave sound.
Blood. Monster blood.
So the waves of sound obviously indicate that something's nearby. If we follow the blood, we'll find the monster's lair eventually. The cockatrice is what the shrieker is. It's a cockatrice, so it's half rooster, half like flying griffin. Honestly, it's kind of like a griffin, except I think it's only susceptible to some kind of cursed
Tracks lead to the cave.
thing.
The cockatrice.
Oil. So we'll go in. It's not actually in the cave. We've got to throw a bomb up on the ledge to get to fly out, and then that is where the fun starts.
Sounds coming from above.
So as you can hear, it's up there. It's got a nice voice on
Not
it.
about to leave. Bomb should smoke it out, though.
Just make sure there's nothing around here. So as you can see, we're picking up florins. Now the florins and orins and crowns. Crowns are the currency pretty much everywhere in the game, but you can trade florins and orins. Florins and orins. You can trade those pretty much to... Oh, I can't remember his name. I think it's Vivaldi. You can go to Vivaldi's bank and you can sort it out there. We're going to equip our salmon bomb. And we're just going to smoke him out from here. She says. Did it work? Okay, no, it didn't work. So what we're going to do is we're just going to meditate for a bit and get some alcohol to do that. Really? 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 Okay, so I fucked it up. I'm going to willingly admit that I've just fucked it up. So we're going to wait outside the cave. Can we do that? Yeah, absolutely. Just wait for a couple hours. That should be enough. There we go. So what waiting does, you can't do it when you're on things like the harder difficulty. It restores some health, and it also restores all uses of bombs, oils, potions, with alcohol if you have it in your inventory. So hold the button. There we go. And we'll just throw it up.
Damn it. It's not here.
There we go.
Must have fled through another exit. Gotta nab it before it gets away. There it is. Won't get away this time.
Okay, so we have to follow it to some land where we can actually attack it. It's going to fly around for a little bit, so what we're going to do is we're going to use our crossbows to try and get it down. We do have a glossary entry for it, I believe. It's called the SHRIEKER. It's a Draconoid. There we go. So, grape shot. I really want to get that. We should probably start finding ingredients for it. Draconoid oil is what I mentioned earlier on, or what I tried to mention. We'll have to make that at some point, but we don't have the manuscript page for it. And the Ard sign, we definitely have that. It's the same as knocking out the sky with a crossbow bolt, but it works on the ground level as well. So, we're going to equip Quen. It's always best to go into a battle with a shield up. If you do take damage, it's not too much of a problem, you know. Okay, so while it's flying around, I'll pop it with a bolt and a bit straight in. We can be doing some pretty decent damage on our own. Using the Yard Sign knocks it back, but you're going to have to get used, especially in this game, to hitting it, backing up. Oh, fuck. Hitting it, backing up, and then going back in. Now you see that we're bleeding. If we use the Quen sign, it'll disappear. It helps with any status ailment, pretty much, apart from some things like severe poison, which doesn't happen often in the game. Now people know that anybody who kind of has been keeping up will know that I've played tons of Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Neo, anything like that. So I'm really into creating combos, especially in games where you're not really meant to create combos. But in this particular instance, come on girl. In this particular instance, you can do like 2 presses with square, and then a press with triangle, so you can get heavy hitting. You can definitely cause a lot of damage that way. Most people think, like in games where you're not allowed combos, that you can't make them. That is so untrue. People who play like Mortal Kombat and everything all the time will try and do it in ordinary games and think, you know what, maybe it's not going to work, but it does. It really does, and you'd be so surprised about it. We're just going to put another Quen sign on here because we're really low on health. And we really want to try and get that back up. So if we take another swallow potion, try and back up a little bit. Kind of forgot that this guy was such a dick. Ideal. So this guy's been taken down. Obviously we've got to take the head. If you take any head of the beast as a trophy or jump into a cutscene, try and collect everything before that. So you want the carapace, the feathers, the cockatrice stomach is a really, really, really good alchemy ingredient. We want that. The dwarven axe is also really good, we'll grab that. We don't want the smoking pipe or the skull, but we do want the trophy. It's my dog growling. It's okay, Brex. My puppies are called Bracken and Bob. Bob's adopted, Bracken isn't. Don't tell them that. They're both asleep in my room at the moment because the parents are out and they're allowed upstairs. While the parents are out, they're not meant to be upstairs. But they would have kept whining and barking, so I thought maybe we should just take them in, bring them up while we're doing the recording. It'll save so much time and hassle. The last thing I want to be editing out is like the really annoying whining noise that they've got. Oh, Valen's such a lovely place, you know. The atmosphere, the scenery, the hanging bodies.
Faster.
Right, now this is where the horse races start. We might as well do one actually before we get back, so we'll hop off. Roach is pretty fast as it is.
Can we talk?
Aye.
In base.
Long as it's short and to the
I'll
point,
show you a few
'cause I
quick
don't
tips
wag me
as we
tongue
go
for
along.
jollies. They call me Radko. I arrange the horse races here. You must have heard talk. Want to try? Say the word. Don't. Sod off.
Want to sign up?
Don't need no signing. Long as you're here come sunset. And bring gold for the betting.
We've always got gold.
Finally here. Rules are simple. Choose who you're going to run against, make your wager, then ride to Blackbow and back. First the winner, second the bleeding cunt. Got it? So, who are you going to race? Stuttering Matko, Iron Arse Hands, or Black Bogdan?
Matko. We'll just go through all of them, I think, before we go back. We'll bet 50, because we'll get 100 back. Well, we'll probably just get
I'll
50
take
back.
Stuttering
You know how
Matt.
it works in these games.
You'll say, I'll, fuck it.
Come on, let's set the wager and get racing.
So with these races, the easiest things to do is literally just get Roach to gallop as fast as you can. You can also like it's like auto correct onto the path that you're racing because it is a race. When Roach runs out of stamina, the best thing to do is just to start cantering and then speed back up. You'll probably get overtaken at least a couple of times, just try not to do it near the end. So right now I'm running out of stamina, so I'm going to slow Roach down. I'm going to go like this until I get some more. If you run into the opponent's horse, it'll kind of put them off balance for a minute, which is really good. We're going to try and overtake him again here because he's getting too far ahead. Like that. If you stay kind of relatively in front or to the side of them, in front or relatively to the side of them, you can definitely catch them off guard and put them into the sides of things.
Nice,
It also stops them
nice.
from overtaking you.
You seem to know horses as well as you do monsters. Here's your gold. And if the urge to race again grabs you, come see me.
Do you know what it actually
what'll it be?
does?
Gonna race.
Want to sign
Yeah,
up?
we're just going to skip these
Don't
conversations.
need
We
no-
went through it the first time. A couple of these things I'm going to skip through the
Good day, grey
conversations.
one.
I hope you guys are not...
So, who are you gonna race?
what's Iron Arse Hands. Okay. Arse. It's very,
Let's see
very
how
Irish.
that iron
one.
ass holds up. Come on, Hands.
Spent half my life on horseback, other half on the backs of ponies. You can't beat me.
Come on, let's set the wager and get racing.
Okay. Well, I bet we can, because that's what we're going to do, because we want our gold back, bitch. I'm going to take a swallow potion just because I'm sick of seeing half of the health bar.
Faster, beat you, faster. For you when we're through.
As you see in the bottom left corner, guys, I know we're in the middle of the race, but I'm just going to bring up a couple of points now and again as they come to me, because this is live commentary. I can't think about everything at once. I should have left the racetrack, that's alright. What was I going to say? Come on, buddy. Yeah, so I've got a food item as well as my potions. It's just because the toxicity level obviously doesn't... Fuck, I have a feeling I've messed this up. Ooh. No way, really. You see what I mean about running into the side of them? It really does slow them down and it does let you get ahead. So I thought I was going to lose the race there, but we're not. Yeah, so carrying a food item as well will always help get your health back up when you really need it. If not, you can always meditate, but if you can't meditate and you need some health, definitely do that. Because potions are only 2 or 3 uses, 5 if you upgrade them enough.
Again grabs you, come see me.
But as I said, your toxicity level goes up with each upgrade to the potion. So the start and swallow is like 30 toxicity or something, but then it goes up to like 60. You can get oh, shut up. You can get perks that will lessen the effects of toxicity, but I never tend to get them. It's just a waste of time, really, when you can use white honey.
Take you for a run. Come on.
But you do need to be careful with your toxicity levels. Some perks won't activate if you have toxicity. So it's always best. Right, let's beat this guy. I'm gonna shut up for a minute, guys, because my voice is getting a little bit dry. I've run out of coffee and I've got to go get my my green tea. I'm a green tea and iced tea fanatic, so I'll always have some of it nearby. A few of my Instagram followers are like, Arizona green tea? That's not available in England, is it? But one of my favourite stores does it down here, so... Well, it's only my favourite store because it does the green tea that I like. There are some bits in the world, throughout the world, that will automatically stop Roach. Things like wooden bridges and water. He doesn't really like go through. such a pansy. But no, I don't want to get my hoof spot on that. That's fucking gross. Wading through a swamp like he did with that Zoogle once.
Slow now. Whoa.
Alright, so we just won all the races. We'll go back to Crow's Perch. It only takes like 15 minutes of your time. Not even that, guys. So.
Nice, nice.
What says
You seem
lose?
to know horses as well as you do, Mont.
I'm just gonna skip that. What did we get from it? I think we got some stuff from Roach. That's ideal, because that's what we need. So we got some saddlebags that we really want. We got another racing saddle. And the horse blinders, that's our regular saddle. What does this one do? Cockatrice. Chance to dismember. Yeah, why not? I don't really like the Griffin trophy anyway. You just see its tongue sticking out. I think you can with this one as well. I already thought of everything. Oh, that is the Griffin. Hang on a sec. But we'll go with it. We'll go with it. It looks like his big beak. Once it gets into a cutscene, guys, excuse me for doing this, but I'm gonna have to get my iced tea from downstairs. It'll only take like a couple of minutes. In fact, I might stop the video and then make a part 2 there, see how the commentary has been holding up on this one. Oh, fucking, come on, Roach. Just get out of the way, man. No need. No need. So we'll go get our reward from the contract issuer, and then we're gonna wait overnight, and then we'll continue in the next episode.
Greetings.
Yeah?
Shrieker won't trouble you anymore.
Thank ye, Master Witcher. Your reward, tain't much, but as they say, take care of the pennies.
And the pounds will take care of themselves.
Thank you. Any problems in the future, you keep me in mind.
I know the option there was to keep the gold for Simcoe. Normally I do that, but we do need the crowns at this point. Sometimes being selfish really does work in these games. It doesn't affect any story outcome whatsoever. Simcoe will still be there with the death of his father. And it's not really a nice outcome. If I remember right, there is one more thing that I want to do before I end the video. I think it's this way. So, yeah, here it is. So it's through here. You're not meant to go through here so early in the game. There's nothing here, but you're just not meant to notice it. This is part of a later quest, part of a quest line later on, with the Baron and his lost child, but we can loot it now for things that we'll need before then. You can see there's already a partially part of a grave there, so that's to do with the thing later on. There are a couple of items down here that we'll really use, so trapper trapper gauntlets and stones, hunting gauntlets, anything like that. We can do what we want with them. We can dismantle them for parts, we can wear them, which we might do in a minute, just to update our gear a little, because Geralt is way out of gear. He's got the serpent swords and things like that. So, he's not looking too shabby. His beard is growing quite dramatically though, so we might head to Oxenfurt and sort that out. My dog's starting to bark now, so I'm gonna go, guys. Bracken! Be quiet, bub. So I'm gonna go now, guys. It was awesome to do this for you. Bracken, come on, man. I will see you in the next episode. I'll obviously be doing it straight after I go get my green tea, and these should be updated and uploaded and edited just beforehand, before the upload. Either tonight or tomorrow, guys. I hope you enjoy them. You got about 6 episodes of The Witcher coming up. A few of them you've seen in stream, but the recorded versions are 1080 HDHP. Which is brilliant, and the audio is so much better. So I'll see you then, guys. Thank you so much. My name is Roni, also known as Smash the Skyline, and I will see you in the next episode. Thank you.